President George H.W. Bush will be buried today in Texas during a private service with his family.
CBS's Mola Langhi outside the church now in Houston with details on how the nation and his family said some of their final goodbyes.
Texans filed through St. Martin's Episcopal Church to say goodbye to President George H.W. Bush.
It just feels like a family member has passed.
His casket was flown to Houston yesterday aboard Air Force One, renamed Special Air Mission 41. Along the way, it passed over his presidential library as hundreds came out to pay tribute.
Just an awesome feeling. I mean, happy, sad. I mean, a passing of a great man.
A funeral service will be held at St. Martin's this morning, and then a train will take Mr. Bush's casket to his presidential library, where he'll be buried next to his wife, Barbara, and their young daughter, Robin.
History of America.
A service at the National Cathedral in Washington yesterday brought together all 5 living presidents. President Trump shook hands with the Obamas, while the Clintons stared straight ahead. President George W. Bush delivered a historic and emotional eulogy.
The best father a son or daughter could have. And in our grief, let us smile knowing that Dad is hugging Robin and holding Mom's hand again.
The nation's 43rd president mixed in some humor as he said goodbye to his father, the nation's 41st.
The man couldn't stomach vegetables, especially broccoli.
Following the service, the hearse drove by the World War II Memorial, a nod to the late president's service as a Navy pilot. Mola Langhi, CBS News, Houston, Texas.
The train that will take President Bush's body from Houston to his library in College Station is a special locomotive that was unveiled in 2005. It was painted to look like Air Force One. Dubbed 4141 in honor of the 41st president, it is the 8th presidential funeral train and the first since Dwight Eisenhower's remains were carried from Washington to his native Kansas. Abraham Lincoln had the nation's very first presidential funeral train. That was back in 1865.